Hello, and welcome to an explanation of this week's assignment. And with me, my teaching assistant, Juniper, the welcome puppy of Lookout Mountain, the Australian Shepherd. She and her cat friends will be joining us in many of the videos. Okay, you can go now. Appreciate it. Anyway, today, this is the last video of the day. We're going to talk about how to apply the things we saw in the last video into our own day-to-day life, starting with a resume. Okay, branding and resumes. Recent. Here it is. You probably see it better this way. Here we go. Okay. Branding and resumes. This is from our own career development department. Branding. Your resume is part of your brand. It says who and what you are visually. It makes that impression. Boom, here's who I am. It's part of your image. Your brand is defined by your work, activities, social media, appearance, habits, and actions. People are going to Google you. See, I dressed up a little bit today, school colors, just to show I kind of sort of take this kind of sort of seriously sometimes. Here's, okay, some of my own branding. I taught students in Ireland one summer, and here I am at the beach, on the coastline, being whatever you want to call it, trying to look swept by winds. Okay, so you see the point. Other things I've done, I spent a summer in India. Here's my daughter, who's now in college herself. She's your age. And where we are, it's very crowded. This is what driving in India looks like. Beggars, beggar child seeing my kid. Nice use of color. Yes, you have to go there. I mean, if you're going to go to India, yeah, well, there's our students, my child, and my spouse. Exploring the caverns, riding elephants, all sorts of cool stuff. All right, so you see me and you think, all right, he's that funny guy who does design. Well, yeah, I've had a life. And these web pages are pretty well designed because I know a little about what I'm talking about in this course. So anyway, that shows your brand. What is your brand? Strengths and weaknesses. You can do this yourself if you want to really punch this up. I'm not going to really look at your content real deep unless there are mistakes. Developing your resume. Yeah, describe things you have done, especially if you've only done a few things, you haven't worked, you've been in school. Explain what you did in school. Show them your skills. Also, show them, don't tell them. Don't just say, I worked at the cash register. Say, I worked at the cash register, I did customer service, I worked with diverse groups of people coming in. See, you're not just a cashier. Highlight your skills, underline them, and then show how you've used them. Okay, make a first impression. Okay, this is on interviews. Yes, these things make a difference. Verbs. Use active verbs, not passive, not I have traveled. Just say I traveled. Too many people have too many words in their resumes, and Lord knows their essays. Here is an example of a cover letter. Okay, basic graphic design stuff. And the things that go together, go together. I would suggest a bigger headline up here because that draws your attention. Also, should you center, whoop, you go back. Center, you go down this way, then you go this, and then you go this way. That is unnatural. Your eye usually goes this way. Just thinking about it. Education, headline, bullet points. Again, look at emphasis, contrast, space, repetition, patterns. You know what goes with what. That's the whole point of this particular exercise, organizing information. I kind of like this one better. You start here and it's easier to read. You go down and across. I don't like this one at all because, okay, this draws your attention, but you go this way and then that way. You really need that thing. But anyway, probably the strongest. Not bad. Here is what we will do is we can do this for my resume. Here's the course. Okay, resume, no format. Okay, I took all the formatting out off of mine. Let's call it up. Resume, no format. Okay. Again, no contrast, very few spacing. It doesn't move. You just go. It says boring. If we hire this guy, no one's going to know he's there because he's so boring. So a few tricks. Easy stuff. Font, come on. Make it bigger and make it bold. Boom, you have a place to start. Front row to email, probably okay. Then employment history, same thing. To format. You know, and then make sure your headlines are all, let's make them 18. Bold. Do you want to make it a different font? You can, as long as all your headlines are the same font and all your body copy. Anyway, still kind of hard to read. Rather than tediously just going through all of this, I have the more finished version. But by the way, a lot of people like to center. This is okay. This is kind of hard to read here. You go this way, that way. Might do. Boom, that in the middle, and then go down here. That may be a little stronger. But then your alignment is off. So again, think about how every sentence, every element, every space affects the overall design. It helps you understand what you're trying to do. And it helps the reader see who and what you are. Here is, where is a resume 2021? Ta-da! Now you see alignment. My headlines are aligned. What I could do, this is the headline, and then here's where I worked. Here's what I did, courses taught. Again, patterns. What I did, courses taught. What I did, courses taught. What I did, courses taught. And you notice how the alignment lets you know what goes under employment history. And here's all the stuff I did. Now, I could probably, in a case like this, turn my different things I did into bullet points. It's kind of tedious, but that may be different things. But anyway, education, I guess I got a PhD. Under education, here's the school. Here is the schools I've gone to. Awards, always a nice thing to have. And then this is just for professors. I mean, this is not for a real job. And always a nice thing at the end, references. So you see the difference between this and that, night and day. You can use the examples that I showed you, that I posted in the Career Center's guidelines. Think about it. Send me drafts. Again, it's due Friday. You can send me a draft anytime this week, and I'll tweak it and we'll talk to you about it. All right. Welcome to it. And if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. Thank you.